Hello, big, beautiful souls. One of the questions that Aralamb and I get asked all the time in sessions is, how do I know what to do with my life? I feel like I should be doing something, and I don't know if the thing I'm doing is what I should be doing. And how do I know? How do I follow my intuition, and how do I know that? So ultimately, Aralamb will explain, and he's here and listening, and he's saying, you will have come into your lifetime with multiple possibility arcs. Okay? And what that means is that it doesn't mean you don't have free will. It doesn't mean that you can't make any choice that you want to make. But it does mean that you have these sort of possibility arcs that would allow you to do the things that you came in to do. Now, the really wonderful thing about this, and Aralamb is saying, is that the universe, God, the universe, really, really likes to have souls on timelines where more than just that soul is helped. And oftentimes in sessions, I will talk with people and they will say things to me like, I've always loved to paint, but I don't have time for that. I don't do that. My job is, all encompassing. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. Well, the interesting thing about this is that the things that you intuitively feel that you should be doing, those are the things you should be making time to do. And the reason is because you don't know what the universe has in store for you. You don't know what's coming in the way that what you're supposed to be doing with yourself, your gift, your talent, whatever that thing is. It doesn't matter if it's making perfect cakes or if it's playing the perfect softball game. Whatever it is that lights you up, you're supposed to be doing those things, even if it's recreationally, because you will have made commitments to use your talent to reach other souls. And so if you're not doing the thing that you came to the planet to do, then you're not going to reach the other souls that you're supposed to be helping along the way. It would be as if you had a train ticket to go from Boston to Los Angeles, and on the way, you were supposed to meet 15 people and have really good exchanges with them where you might change their lives in a way that you don't even know. You don't even know what you did that was positive, but you would have met 15 people on that train. Well, if you never go to the train station and you never get on the train, you're going to miss all of those opportunities to meet those other people that you're supposed to be having contact with. So when you use this analogy, and Aralamb is saying by using that analogy, if you are not doing the things that intuitively you know and feel that you should be doing, you're missing that train. You're not getting on that train. Say that you love pottery, but you've been an accountant your whole life. And these are the things that come up in sessions with Aralamb and I all the time. But you love to make pottery. Well, what if you end up making pottery part-time and you're teaching pottery now? And not only are you doing the thing that lights you up, but now you're teaching other people to do things that are lighting them up as well. And that ripples out. It ripples out. So when you do the things that you love to do, and again, Aralamb is saying not to sound cliche, but your purpose in life, that thing that you feel you should be doing, if you're not doing it, you are not fulfilling a lot of the connections that the universe not only wants to bring you, but you're not showing up at that train station. You're not going to meet all of those people that you're supposed to be meeting, because you're supposed to be enriching other lives just like they're going to be enriching yours. And so a lot of times people feel very alone in their purpose. What is my purpose? What is my purpose? And they get very alone in that, very singular. What is my purpose? But the beautiful piece of this, and Aralamb is saying right now, the way that reincarnation is set up and the way that souls come in and out of lives together is in such a way that your purpose is always intertwined in that. So it doesn't mean that everyone's going to be a rock star, but it does mean that you can definitely be a rock star in your own life. You can do the very best that you can do with your talents and your gifts and your purpose. And 99% of the time in sessions, when a person will come and start the session and say, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, 99% of the time when Aralamb starts asking them a lot of questions about their life and where they've been and where they've come from, usually every person will say, well, I always loved this. And it can be anything. It could be cooking. It could be horseback riding. It could be tap dancing. It could literally be, I love languages. You fill in the blanks. But the bottom line is most souls, and Aralamb is saying right now, souls come onto the planet, any planet, not just this planet, but any planet that a soul is born into a sentient body. Souls come onto the planet knowing at the deep, deep, deep level what their purpose is, what their special thing is. And the reason that people avoid looking at that is because it's scary, right? It's easier to say, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. It's harder to say, I know what my intuition is telling me, and I need to go do that. That's harder, right? That's actually harder. Not once you've made the step. Once you've made the decision, it's not hard then. But to make that decision, it's hard sometimes. So if you're thinking about your purpose, and if you're thinking, what did my soul come here to do then? If I know I have a soul, what did it come here to do? Aralamb is saying, think about it from the most simple level. What brings you joy? What makes you happy? I mean, it could literally, I've talked with people who have said, I want to start an old-time roller skating rink. I want to do a bakery. I want to teach children how to crochet. You can fill in the blanks. I want to do sports. It doesn't matter. I want to do art. I want to sing. It's not about what it is. It's that you find what lights up your soul and you start doing it. Because you would have put into place other people that you're supposed to meet and come across. The second piece of this, and Aralamb wants me to bring this up as well, and he's saying right now, oftentimes people will avoid their soul's purpose by using the relationships that they have in their life and say, well, I can't because my husband or my wife or my partner or my brother or my mother or my father wouldn't agree with this. They wouldn't agree with this thing that I want to do. They wouldn't agree with this thing that makes me happy. And Aralamb is saying right now, that is a complete excuse. That's a complete excuse. Because you can still do what you need to do and follow your soul's intuition and still be loving to the people around you. Okay? So you really have to take this on as your own. He's saying you have to take this on as your own personal direction. You can't let other people keep you from what you know lights up your soul either. So I hope that helps you a little bit with that question. And I get that question. We don't have one session. I don't think we've ever had a session where Aralamb is here and a person's guide shows up and people always ask, what is my purpose? What should I be doing? What should I be doing? And it's usually because people say, my intuition inside, I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something specific. And I feel even like it might be in this realm, but I just don't know if that's what I should do. Well, if you're having those feelings, then you already know what you should do. And what you really need to do is embrace that and start doing it, because by doing what you came to do, you're going to be helping so many other people. And one of the biggest things that the universe loves, and Aralamb talks about this, and Aralamb says, the universe, God, loves it when the universe can have a person getting what they want, what makes their heart sing, which then makes other hearts sing. It's like the more good you can do and the bigger the group of the good is for, the better it is. Okay, so remember that when you're thinking about what you want to do and what your special motive and purpose is here. All right, you all, have a great day.